daft. And what about the bureaucracy here? You have to email the county council or ring up their hotline. Someone then contacts you, sometimes within the hour, to arrange a callback time, and then you have a personal guide who takes you up the drive. What a waste of money. It does seem to be bureaucracy gone mad, doesn't it? And maybe this is a way that the county council could save a bit of money. I tell you what, there's another story about bureaucracy gone mad a little later on in the show. Between 8 and 8:30, you're going to hear about the guy who caught a bus in Nottingham. However, it called in at Derby and was delayed in Derby for 20 minutes, purely because the ticket the machine was issuing was the wrong colour. The ticket information was correct, the colour of the ticket was wrong, and the bus was delayed for 20 minutes because of that. Now, this guy can't get over the fact that the company was prepared to delay a bus for 20 minutes simply because the tickets were the wrong colour. Anyway, full story there between 8 and 8:30, and the response from the bus company involved too. On the way in the next half an hour, we're talking, keep saying that we only had 3 weeks of summer this year, which I've heard so many people say, because clearly we've just got another week, haven't we, which is nice. Thank you, Anna. There's more on the weather as well online, bbc.co.uk/Nottingham. Around half an hour from now, I'm going to be talking more about another one of these bureaucracy gone mad stories. This one involves a ticket machine. Buses running late for all sorts of reasons. It does happen, doesn't it? You know, quite often because of traffic jams. But a bus running late because the ticket machine is the wrong colour. They wanted the ticket machine to match the colour of the bus exterior. Is surely a new one, isn't it? This is what happened to one Nottinghamshire guy on his experience last week of using Trent buses. You're going to hear from the company, and you'll hear what the guy who was bemused by all of this has to say between 8 and 8:30 on this morning's show. First, though, voting in the Labour leadership race.
Dan Cricket Board tomorrow, the day of their team's game against Somerset. A Nottinghamshire bus passenger says he's astounded his bus was delayed by 22 minutes so the ticket machine could match the bus colour. John Gurnhill from Ravenshead was on the Trent Barton Trans-Peak service last week. John says it took 3 staff to change the yellow ticket machine to a green one, making the bus more than 20 minutes late.
The funny thing is, of course, the seats are yellow and blue, and the rails inside are grey, so, no, they don't match either. What concerned me as well was that people on the route wouldn't have known what was happening. It's a rural service, and they were just standing at the bus stop without any word as to what was happening at all.
Trent Barton has apologised and says it won't happen again. And the Nottinghamshire man says he's frustrated he was turned away from a recycling centre.
And then here on BBC Radio Nottingham from the one MP who knows both Tony Blair and Gordon Brown in Nottingham. He'll be giving you his take on all of this in the next 20 minutes. Should we talk about this bus thing, first of all? Been contacted by John Gurnhill from Ravenshead, and I love it when you contact the show to bring me your stories. John says he was going in for a day out. He caught the Trent Barton Trans-Peak bus last Thursday, and he caught this in Derby after getting the bus originally from Nottingham. The driver, though, said that there would be a delay for a short while. Why? Because the ticket machine wasn't the right colour, apparently, and needed to be replaced.
The yellow to start with, and they wanted it to match the green of the outside of the coach. The funny thing is, of course, the seats are yellow and blue, and the rails inside are grey, so, no, they don't match either. Well, first of all, a lady tried to change it, as far as I could see, and then she gave up, and we waited another moment for somebody else to come along. I mean, part of the delay was waiting in the first place for the new ticket machine to arrive. That probably took about 5 minutes or more. But then a man came, a rather bigger man, burly man, and he managed to change it. And then, of course, the other people had arrived at the bus station late, you know, because they were not going to get on that bus. It should have left by then. But then, apparently with the software that these machines have, it had to get itself sorted out, and that took another couple of minutes as well. The driver most frustrated about it all, most frustrating. So it eventually left 20 minutes late. What concerned me as well was that people on the route wouldn't have known what was happening. It's a rural service, and they were just standing at the bus stop without any word as to what was happening at all. So a really good bus company is more concerned about its appearance than timekeeping.
That does seem a little bizarre. In fact, it seems a lot bizarre, to be honest, doesn't it? John actually filmed all of this on YouTube as well. In fact, I think he's put the video on YouTube now. Alex Hornby is the commercial director at Trent Barton Buses. Hello, Alex.
Hi there, how you doing?
What was going on here?
Well, I think John's right. We completely agree on this occasion. We made a mistake. We got this one wrong, and I think we're guilty as charged. Really, our priorities were misplaced. Our meticulous attention to our presentation of our brand on this occasion got the better of us, and it should never get in the way of us running reliably. And what we should have done was we should have done this at a time when it wouldn't have inconvenienced the customers in the way it did.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just the customers on the bus, was it, either? You think about all the customers on that TransPeak route, all the way up the route, who were waiting at the bus stops for an extra 20 minutes.
Completely. All the customers on that journey, would have been affected by that unnecessarily. And John's completely right. But on this occasion, we got it wrong. Our reliability does remain our priority. But on this occasion, as I say, the team involved, their priorities got a bit misplaced, but hopefully they've learned from that.
Why did the priorities get misplaced, as you put it? Because why would it ever seem right to a bus company to delay the running of a bus?
It doesn't. I think on this occasion, we do have certain rules in place to improve our presentation. And on this occasion, they saw that the ticket machine was the wrong colour and decided to correct it then. The issue was the delay in waiting for another machine from the depot. But what decision should have been made there was, let's not delay the bus, let's just get the people away and let's just sort out those problems later. What's most important to the customers is running the bus on time. And on that occasion, we got that bit wrong. But we've learned from our mistake on this one, and John's completely right, and our apologies go to John and the people who were affected that day.
Alex Hornby, thanks for that. Commercial Director at Trent Barton Buses, with a sort of holding your hands up apology there for what happened on that particular bus service, where the colour of the ticket machine delayed the bus for 20 minutes. It's 8:25. I'm Andy Whittaker.
Latest in time for the new term. And Trent Barton Buses has apologised to a passenger who says his bus was delayed by 22 minutes as the ticket machine was changed to match the bus colour. John Gurnhill from Ravenshead was on the TransPeak service last week and says it took 3 staff to change the yellow ticket machine to a green one. News on BBC Radio Nottingham is 29 minutes to 9.